Today we have brand new suggestions because we have a few dungeon suggestions, we have a few Halloween update suggestions, and a lot more coming to you guys in today's video, as well as I have a few little mini questions for you just before we start the video for today, so let's jump into that. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much for being supportive during this time. As you guys know, I've gotten a full-time job. I'm trying to balance both right now, which is actually much harder than I thought it would be, but I am going to be preparing for a Q&A video. You guys have been asking me for this for a while, and everyone wanted me to do it at 100k, but I just didn't know how to do it or what questions you guys would ask, so I'm asking you guys right now in the comment section below, do hashtag question and write your question for me. I will be choosing a ton of them for a video in the very near future, maybe even over the next few days, because you guys have questions, I have answers, so I think it's only fair that I answer your questions for you guys, or answer questions for myself as well, because you guys ask some pretty weird questions ranging from who I'm dating to what I do day-to-day life, why I don't have a new blender yet, things like that just get asked all of the time, so I think it's really fair that you guys get to ask me those questions. So also today we're gonna be doing suggestions. As I said, yes, suggestions. I know a lot of you are gonna be like, this thumbnail was clickbait, Kira. No, it's not. They're all suggestions and things that we want to see happen within the dungeons, and obviously they're always suggested, which means that they could always happen. Not clickbait, nothing along those lines. If you have your own opinion about that, that is kind of your opinion at this point in time. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 suggestions here for you guys today. So we're gonna start off with the first one for today from, I cannot even say these names, oh my goodness, but obviously these suggestions are in the DQ suggestions channel over on the Dungeon Quest Discord, which is just discord.gg/vcafesgames, and obviously you can click it from the game page as well. So the first suggestion for today is revamp all of the dungeons from Desert Temple to Underworld. Obviously it has been a long time since we have seen Desert Temple to Underworld come up in any particular topics, and they are kind of older maps with a lot of basic free models and all of those types of things, so we would love to see a revamp of all of these dungeons. I would love to see Desert Temple become more of an actual desert temple and not just brick walls around or sandstone walls around you, as well as winter outposts. I don't think it needs much changing, but I would love to see these updated to be more updated, more common, more things that people just want to go and play as well. I think all the way up to Underworld is probably where before Blacksmith is hired. I think that's the case, but honestly, love that idea so much because I've been wanting to see that for a while, and I know Blacksmith himself has been wanting to revamp every single dungeon as well. So I think it's really fair. Let me move on to the second suggestion for today, which is going to be make a premium currency which allows things like snowflakes where you can buy cosmetics from the store with them. Yes, we have mentioned a second currency for a few months now. We would like to see a different currency. If you guys weren't around for the Christmas 2019 update, we got introduced a second currency called snowflakes that you could earn from doing dungeons. And it looked like it was around 5 snowflakes every single dungeon. It was 5 to 10, really just depending, I think. I didn't know if there was anything that would actually separate it from otherwise, but they were really good. You were able to buy cosmetics, titles, weapons, all of those types of things. It was absolutely great. Would love to see that in the future just for free cosmetics or battle pass, as we did say in the last video, as well as just having something to earn towards and have you guys grind for them as well. So let's move on to the third suggestion for today, which is going to be add an option that allows players to choose whether they are a warrior, mage, or guardian, so that if you choose the warrior class, you only get warrior gear. Same for mage and guardian as well, and that setting can be changed later by resetting it. And if you were to reset and don't choose a class, you'll just get random gear from all classes. I like and dislike this suggestion at the very same time, mainly just due to the fact of the idea of having so few drops. There's 2 armor sets in Nightmare and 1 armor set in Insane, which is literally warrior, guardian, and mage every single time. We would need a lot more content inside of the game for this suggestion to happen. So for example, we had 7 or 8 different armor options for warrior, 7 or 8 different for mage, etc, etc, just to balance that out a bit more. Whereas if you were only to get warrior items and you were playing Insane, you would literally get the best stuff straight away no matter what. And same with even Nightmare mode. There's only 2 different types of armor there, and obviously you have the different rarities of classes being common, uncommon, rare, epic, and possibly legendary in the future. So I like this, but I don't like it at the same time. If we get more content in the game, I 100% would like to see this inside of the game. So this next suggestion is the whole reason that this video is titled around this, and thank you so much Nate in State for this suggestion, because I have wanted to see this for a long time. So he suggested an ocean map where mobs and bosses pop out of the water, and insane and or nightmare mode should have a chance to drop a boat that gives more speed and stuff. Obviously, we've seen a lot of these different map suggestions, and obviously I have seen Atlantis, I've seen underwater, I have seen ocean suggested so many times. I think it's fair that we get an ocean / underwater / Atlantis map right now. We had Ghastly Harbor and we thought it was going to be an underwater map. It wasn't. We completely fooled that update. Really upset about that, but we did get a crack in there, so I mean, we kind of got half of it. But I would love to see underwater, like even like a map where you could like swim towards the bosses. I think that'd be cool. Different types of RNG could happen. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. What do you guys think of that suggestion? And thank you so much, Nate, for suggesting that today. So the next one is actually going to be another one from Nate, and I actually really enjoyed this one, mainly because we did have some brand new legendary spells added into Dungeon Quest very recently. So he said, I'm not usually a healer, but there should be an enhanced life dash spell for healers, as it gives more ticks, has animations like the other legend spells, and at least 1 more second less cooldown. Yes, obviously we had warrior and mages get a brand new spell, being the enhanced life pulse. We could get anything like that in heals for a legendary. I think it'd be great. Obviously kind of got healers a bit left out, but obviously healing kind of needs to be fixed within the entire game structure itself, because it is very overpowered. Like I have like no spell power on anything, but I can still heal up to full if I have a spell weapon equipped. It's very, very overpowered and things like that. So this next one, oh my goodness, I want to make an entire video dedicated to this, just this one suggestion. So the next video will probably be on this specific suggestion, but we're gonna go over it really quickly here. So this suggestion is to add a speedrun event every 3 months or so on every dungeon and boss raid. They will not have their own armor, so they don't cheat with spells that are higher or lower dungeons. They will have the recommended armor sets for the dungeon, and they will also be the class selector, just like Egg Island. Example, in Underworld you would get a class selector, and if you were to pick a class, it will auto-equip the armor set for that dungeon. And another example, if you pick the mage class, you'd be equipped with Purple Glorious. Example. I would like a speedrun event. 100%. A speedrun event would be absolutely amazing, and you could fight for like the top of the leaderboards. You could get a second currency, you could get special cosmetics from doing this dungeon. Obviously, Egg Island introduced a brand new possibility for an event dungeon, just to have something extra. Obviously, it doesn't give you XP, it doesn't give you coins. It did give you cosmetics though, so maybe we'll add something like that in the future for like Halloween or Christmas or Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, all of those types of events, but a speedrun event. How do you guys feel about a speedrun event? I will do an entire video just dedicated to this and all the ways that we could do this one specific suggestion in a few days. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below for that, and I might include it in the next video. So the next one is going to be, I would really want to see another event like Christmas one from last year. And if you're new or don't remember, every time you played a dungeon, you got a random amount of snowflakes and could spend them for cosmetics. They absolutely loved this update and got every single item in the shop, and the Dark Santa, I would like to see another one, but maybe for Halloween this time around, or maybe we can get it for Halloween and Christmas, and other event ideas would be event dungeons. The last one kind of flopped and was only done for the Egg Island, and very few actually went for the cosmetics. So what if you made it easier, so it's not a pain to grind if you get someone who can't dodge in your team, or for the Easter event the run is ruined? So make the event dungeon more fair to complete and be more easier, so they feel like a casual grind. Yes, as I just said, we did have a secondary cosmetics like currency. I would love to see brand new events coming into Dungeon Quest. Events do really, really well, especially when they are around holiday themed. Like, it's the 30th of September today. October is literally just around the corner, and my birthday is also in 17 days. I would like to see something new update, and I know Vinny is currently working on updating some of the games. I'm not entirely sure what for, but he does have in the DQ League server an update thing happening, and it says every time that he updates it, so we may be getting an update soon, guys. And hopefully we do as well. And hopefully we get the Excalibur as well, because we need that. Because this person's suggestion is, would be awesome if they added in the last rune so that Excalibur is finally available. This quest has been going on for over a year. I cannot believe it's been over a year and we have still not seen the Excalibur to this day. Obviously we have seen it equipped on Vinny, Joey and Blacksmith themselves, and obviously we have seen screenshots of it and what is happening, but the last rune stone has not been released yet. Highly upset about that because I would like to see it released like right now so we can get the Excalibur, maybe even some other cosmetics to go along with it, or you have to like complete the set before you get the Excalibur sword. I'm not entirely sure how they would do that, but let's move on to the second last suggestion. So obviously this person, I understand this one completely. So they said, stop making mage weapons melee weapons, because if you look at the mage weapons for orbital outposts and volcanic chambers, almost all of the mage weapons are swords and axes. You can't just call them spellblade or spell daggers and suddenly it's a mage weapon. The canal spellblade was a cool idea, but it's gone way too far. So obviously people want to see things more like the Sakura Great Staff, I think it was the Great Staff or the Sakura Staff from like the Samurai Palace. You had things more being like books and things that you could use for spells where it made sense, whereas now it's kind of like, hi, this is a dagger, but it's actually a spell dagger, guys. It's gonna shoot like water out from it. Not really, but I understand their frustration because it actually annoyed me a lot more this time too when I saw the legendaries for this weapon. It's like, yeah, a cool amazing scythe for warriors, but mages got daggers? I didn't understand that because it just looked more like a melee weapon than it was a mage weapon, and I 100% agree with that. Whereas like the mage one could have been like a giant lava ball that was like shooting out little lava balls or something as the attack, but you guys get what I mean. But for the last suggestion, going back into the Halloween update and nostalgia, so bring back the Halloween update like last year. I want to feel the nostalgic feeling that I couldn't feel last year, and also have something to grind for that I really want. Halloween cosmetics. I love Halloween just as much as this person is because I love it so much, and I said bring it back on the same/similar date near October 19th. Also, since kids and teens or even adults aren't able to go trick-or-treating this year due to COVID and have fun with friends because of COVID, and we can have something to grind for and have fun with groups or friends. I understand that this pandemic has been so hard for a lot of people, and I really kind of wish that Vinny took more advantage of updating and bringing more joy to people during this time, because I have been stuck at home as well. We are still in like stage 3 lockdown. We got taken out of stage 4 a few days ago, put in a stage 3, but that could go back just as easily, and we are stuck. We're in our houses, not allowed to leave, and obviously I just want to play games and grind and just have fun, and I've really lost my passion for Dungeon Quest when there's been no updates, and I 100% know your guys' feelings. So if you guys enjoyed today's little mini theory video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Also hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video or start a stream, and remember, leave your questions down in the comment section below with hashtag questions with what you guys would like to ask me for my Q&A video. But I hope you guys have a lovely day or night wherever you guys may be in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video or a stream. Bye guys!